How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good. Just enjoying a nice fire. Let's begin, shall we?
Came to ask you some questions. Is now a good time?
Yeah, it's a great time. Yeah.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about life right now?
If I had to stay within the bounds of 1 to 10, I would have to say 10.
Describe yourself in a hashtag.
What?
If you could do a movie with anyone, who would it be?
It would most definitely have to be Matthew McConaughey.
If your life was a musical, what would the marquee say?
Probably something like, I don't even know.
One thing people don't know about you.
It's really sad to say probably at this point in my life, but most of the people that I know now have no idea that I was an athlete, and I was pretty decent.
What's your wake-up routine?
Well, on a good day, I wake up at 7 a.m. I do my stretches, I get right in the shower, and then I spend an hour with Jesus before I start my work day. So that's pretty nice.
Nice. What's your go-to bed routine?
On a good day, it's something like eat dinner and read a book that I'm reading or some type of study, and then I'll try to go to bed by 9 p.m. so I can wake up at 7 a.m.
Okay. What's your favorite time of day?
My favorite time of day would probably have to be the morning because I feel like I have a whole day to get something done. So,
Dream country to visit?
well, I had a plan to visit Greece, but COVID ruined that. So that's be the first place on the list for sure.
What's the biggest surprise you've had?
I'm kind of hard to surprise because I'm very investigative in nature, but I think the biggest surprise was probably getting into Ohio State when I started college. So that was pretty exciting. It came out of nowhere. I was like waitlisted and deferred, so it was just really exciting when it actually happened.
Heels or flats/sneakers?
It's actually exciting. I'm at a place in my life where I literally got rid of all my heels and I just wear sneakers and flats. So that's pretty much the only thing and boots for the winter. But yeah, I've never really been a fan of heels, so I'm glad that I got over that.
Vintage or new?
New vintage? I wish they would just repeat the vintage style, but I don't necessarily want to wear old clothes all the time.
What do you want to write? Who do you want to write your obituary?
My best friend Destiny. Morbid, but I think that would be the person I choose.
Style icon.
Style icon. I don't know if there's like a style icon per se, but there's actually this Instagram account that I follow called Norwichers of Norwich, and it's just this guy who takes pictures of people in Norwich. And I don't necessarily follow all the trends that I see, but everybody in that town seems to have style, which is just really cool.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
My phone, my laptop, and my journal.
What's one ingredient you put in everything?
Hot sauce.
What kind of hot sauce?
It depends on what. If I'm eating something that, like Chipotle, then it has to be Tabasco. Or tacos, it has to be Tabasco. If I'm having a basic meal, like a basic American meal, then it would probably end up being Texas Pete. The funny story is, I actually used to take hot sauce with me to school. I just take it from the cabinet, and my mom found out and I got in trouble, but those are the days.
What's your biggest fear in life?
I think like a lot of people, failure.
Window or aisle seat?
So I'm kind of a taller person. I'm 5'8", so I like to have the aisle seat when there's someone beside me, because then I can stretch my leg out. But if there's no one sitting beside me, then I'd rather have the window seat, because I can look out the window and I can cuddle up and stretch my legs like this way. So that's probably, or this way, depends on, but yeah. What's
your current TV obsession?
Oh my gosh. Well, all-time favorite TV show is This Is Us, but I have recently been watching Sweet Magnolias. I just sat through all of season 2 that just came out. So I'd say that show is probably my most recent TV obsession, but This Is Us will always trump.
Okay. Favorite app?
Favorite app? Probably my banking app, Acorns.
Secret talent?
Secret talent. I don't really think I have a secret talent, but I love to organize things and straighten things up. So I'd say that most people may not know that, but I love like administrative work.
Most adventurous thing you've done in your life?
In my life, I'd have to think. I would consider myself a pretty adventurous person, but I think, to be technical, the most adventurous thing that I've done was probably a 2-week trip throughout Europe, senior year of high school. So that was wild and exhausting, but I want to go back because it was just amazing.
How would you define yourself in 3 words?
Same as I just said, adventurous and strong-willed, and very invitational.
Favorite piece of clothing you currently own?
Favorite piece of clothing. I love jeans, and so these are old pair of jeans, but I just got a bunch of new ones from Target. So I've been like swapping out with those with like every single outfit.
Must have clothing item, not jeans.
A good pair of sneakers, Air Force Ones. Yeah, I think I'm a bit of a sneakerhead, so I would say sneakers is the must-have.
Must-have or most wanted superpower if you had one.
Most wanted teleportation. That way I can go anywhere I want for free and in a hurry if I need to escape.
What's currently inspiring you?
H&M Home. Like home accounts, because I'm moving soon, so I look at a lot of home accounts, and H&M Home is like, I'm probably gonna get most of my stuff from there. I love H&M. So
Best piece of advice you've ever received?
I received it a long time ago and it stuck with me, like middle school, but if it's not gonna affect you in 10 years, don't stress about it.
Best advice you've give your teenage self?
I'd probably tell myself, girl, don't worry about them.
A book that everyone should read?
The Bible.
The Bible? Specifically, what book in the Bible?
Proverbs. Proverbs is a book that will get your life together. If you're a new Christian, there's something for you in the Old Testament, I promise. They'll tell you it's not. But go to Book of Proverbs and you will read all about life choices and how to avoid the wrong people and how to get with the right people and how to really follow God. And it's a lot of daily practical advice as well about finances and relationships and all that stuff. So the Book of Proverbs will really help you understand the daily life of a Christian. So yeah, that's all I'd have to say.
Well, thank you for this time.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
I will. Thank you.
Bye.